So I watched 1917 before I went to see this movie. Yeah, just drown it already. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all new Talkin' Movies. As always, I'm your host, the real Gino Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about the underwater thriller Underwater. Look, this movie, I'm going to spoil this movie. I didn't like this movie a whole lot. Let's be honest here. I went and saw 1917 before I went to see this, as I mentioned in the intro, and boy, was it a step down. Okay, the setup for this movie. You have this drilling company that's going deeper into the ocean, and they're drilling to find new resources. And they, as you've seen in some other movies before, they stumble across dun, 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 deep sea creatures and stuff, and it messes with their stuff. Okay, where do I even begin? All right, when this movie starts, we get and also at the end we get a narration by Kristen Stewart. And look, Kristen Stewart's someone that's really grown on me over the last few years. And she, I think it's the material, but even she wasn't very good in this. I think she tried. Um, she I don't even know what to say about this movie. I dislike this movie so much. I was so bored. Um, the material is terrible. It's okay. You have this horror thriller, right? It's not scary. I mean, we're jumping into Grudge territory again. It's just not scary. That being said, the Grudge, you liked the characters. In this, it was the tropey characters. The you got Kristen Stewart's character. Look, you see you see two characters you don't ever meet because you watch them die. You see another dead body here and there, I think. But then you basically, we've got six characters we're following. There's Kristen Stewart's Nora. There's Jessica Henwick, Emily. She's the intern. And look, I liked her in Iron Fist. She was one of the better parts of Iron Fist, thinking back on it. But in this, she's really annoying. So, of course, she survives the longest. Um, then you got TJ Miller, who's trying his best to be funny, and he's not. Vincent Cassell plays the captain. He's he's just I'm the captain and I go down with my ship type character, right? And then you've got a couple other characters that one of them dies really quickly, and the other one is in love with the Emily character. You can tell he's kind of flirting with her at first. I guess they've been down underwater long enough they fell in love. So yeah, you've got these generic characters that you can tell who's gonna live, who's gonna die, probably somewhat how they're gonna die. This one's gonna die like a chump. This one's gonna die doing something heroic. You get what I'm saying. You kind of, this one's gonna die when they think they've gotten away from danger. Gee, didn't see that coming. Sorry, TJ. Okay, there's just nothing. Look, I mean, I could say maybe the look of the movie's all right. I like the look of the suits and everything. Because they do give it somewhat of a futuristic type feel, the way like their oxygen is like this liquid and everything. And the suits almost kind of, I'm not talking about the helmets, and they're not exact, but the suits kind of look like the Gears of War suits in a way, just kind of how bulky they are and everything. So I mean, the look of the movie's okay. But you've seen stuff like this before. It's not scary. When a creature shows up, you're like, gee, I wonder if there's a bigger one. And then that one shows up and you go, gee, I wonder if there's more. And of course there are. And gee, I wonder if there's going to be a big, huge monster. And there is. There's nothing in this movie. You don't care about the characters. The more annoying ones last longer than the others. You know that Kristen Stewart's characters, when she starts narrating at the first, I'm like, she's gonna sacrifice herself at the end, isn't she? Sure, of course she is, and she does, and and just the way, and it's funny because you get this narration from her, right? And one thing, unless there's a supernatural element with the characters, I mean, yes, we've got monsters in this movie. That's not what I mean when I say supernatural. I mean if the characters can talk to you after they die, kind of characters, then fine. If they're dead, they can narrate. But I guess this is the intro narration, and the narration at the end is just what she was thinking right before she died. Because the way she narrates the last one is she's just like, we're going to light these SOBs up. Boom, and blows them all up, right? Okay. So, yeah. You see it coming a mile away. It's like, gee, the pod's broken. I wonder if she's going to sacrifice herself. Also, though it doesn't do it much, the movie gets really preachy when it comes, and you've seen it in other movies too, where they talk about how we aren't supposed to be here, we shouldn't be here, taking resources from here, it goes against nature, all this stuff, and it gets a bit preachy when it's like, well, she's not wrong, we're doing bad things down here. It didn't stop you from cashing a paycheck, did it? Look, no matter what you believe, I don't like to be preached to. And again, this movie doesn't do it much. But just the scene where they do start to get preachy about how the company shouldn't be here, shouldn't be drilling here. It goes against nature. We should be happy with the resources we have, and things like that. And of course, you see at the end, I don't know how, it was probably during the intro credits where they're talking about this company, finding, there might be, resources down deep into the ocean. It's like, gee, I wonder if there's going to be a cover up at the end. Yep, cover up at the end. Just nothing about this movie is a surprise. Nothing about this movie is scary. The characters are generic, or they're annoying, or both. I mean, they try to give a little bit of character development to all of them, just the tiniest a bit. They try to, where Kristen Stewart's character doesn't have anybody, which is why she can sacrifice herself. The intern and one of the other characters in love, so of course they should survive because they have each other in moon pies. I'm not gonna explain it. T.J. Miller's character has a stuffed bunny, and I don't remember them giving any real significance to it other than he's kind of crazy and he keeps talking to the bunny. The captain character, you find out that his daughter died years and years and years ago, and this is kind of all he has, and that kind of makes Kristen Stewart's character realize that if someone has something, they should survive. It's I don't know, man. Yeah, just nothing about this movie. I mean, it's January dumping ground movie. I'm a little disappointed though. I don't know if it's gonna make like worst of the year, because I'm sure there's gonna be some garbage later in the year. But where I was able to give The Grudge credit because it actually had good characters and there was a good drama in there. This one just had nothing. Had absolutely nothing. Again, the look is about the only thing, and that's not going to carry a movie. You've got to have, especially if you've only got a few characters. Granted, the movie's short, or at least shorter. It's only like an hour and a half or so there's not a lot of time for character development. But there's just nothing here. There's nothing that you can care about. Again, The Grudge at least gave me some decent characters, some crappy scares, but it gave me some characters I liked. This one, I didn't care about any of them, and I didn't even care about the monsters. The creatures, they kind of foreshadow them where the intern sees like this painting of, I think it was like mer people. It was hard to tell because the movie's kind of dark and dank the entire time. So it was they show like this mer people like murdering people or something in this painting. It's like, gee, I wonder if they're gonna be like humanoid kind of mer people, and they were. I mean, they didn't have like fishtail feet or anything, but they're just like mer people. And then the movie kind of flat out steals from Aquaman and has like the big creature like that, like the end of Aquaman. Granted, this one didn't have telepathic powers, and could talk to Aquaman. But man, this movie could have used Jason Momoa. Um, but yeah, this movie has nothing. It's not even worth a rental, and it's too bad because, like I said, Kristen Stewart's really grown on me. But this is a nothing movie. It's a nothing movie. There's no reason whatsoever to watch it. Just drown it. Just flush it down the January toilet. I'm done. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm your host, The Real Gino Reynolds. If you have anything to say about this movie, if you actually went and saw it, spoilers or not, I don't care. Please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. If you like what you've heard here, please subscribe to The Real Gino YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.